Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I have not been on here for a hot minute. It actually feels bizarre. If you guys were wondering where I was, or if you have been around and you knew where I was in Michigan for a month. If you don't know, I live in Texas, so it was quite the trip. It was, going across country and staying with my sister. My niece, Junie, was born, so I got to be there for that. And I was just hoping to help make the transition from 1 to 2 kids a little bit easier on her by helping out and be there for when my niece was born and, just have quality time with everybody. So I did get to spend a lot of quality time with everybody. And then actually, after my niece was born, there was a bit of an emergency. My sister had been having gallbladder pains really heavily during like the last part of her pregnancy. And then after she had her, she just constantly was having gallbladder attacks. Like, it didn't matter what she ate, if she ate, it was just throwing up. If any of you guys have gone through that, not a good time. So she had her on a Tuesday, the day before her induction. So the last video I posted, I'm pretty sure I was saying that she was scheduled for induction tomorrow, and I had been making it at like 3 o'clock in the morning or something. Well, she ended up going into labor that day. That morning we went in. So she had her on a Tuesday, and then she got to come home on Wednesday. But then Saturday, pretty early, she was heading back to the hospital because, you can't make milk and feed a baby when you're throwing up and can't eat. And then it ended up being a whole thing, and she was in the hospital for basically an entire week. Every day we thought she was going to be going home that day, and it just kept getting pushed back, and like it was just a whole thing with the way it was handled. But basically she had a bajillion different doctors doing each little part of her stay, and that made it very like disjointed. So she ended up having a basket endoscopy. It has some kind of really long name, I don't remember. And then she also had her gallbladder removed. So I stayed at her house still, and I took care of my nephew. And of course other people helped too, like grandma came and took him for a little bit here and there, and we went to the hospital like every day to see her. And my other brother came to take Ollie to go play at the mall. There's like a little play place with his cousin, and it was like a family effort type thing. But I got a lot of quality time and sleepovers with my nephew, and wowee, let me tell you guys, any of you who have toddlers are saints, because so sweetest kid ever. Like, seriously, I love him. I miss him already. It is a lot taking care of a toddler 24/7. Like, that little bit of decompress time that I got, when I would go up to bed and until I came down in the morning, I missed it. Like I love to have my little sleepovers with him, but I needed that little bit of time to like reset, because it's just constant, all over you. Play with me this, play with me that, get me this, get me that. I need this, everything is very, very like he needs it right this second, and he likes a lot of attention and all that. So he's very, very sweet, don't get me wrong, but it was like, wow, I had a crash course in toddlers. But I'm really honestly grateful that I got to be there, because I'm just really happy I was able to help. If I had been in Texas, I wouldn't have been able to help pretty much at all with that. But basically, I just was popping on here to let you guys know I am back in Texas now. This video isn't going to be a whole lot other than me balling up this ball of yarn, because I had a floppy skein of this Twinkle Big Twist yarn that was bugging me over here on my desk. I am working on getting things back in to where they need to be in my desk right now. But I literally just got back last night, or yesterday. And it is Friday, so I'm planning on taking the weekend to spend with hubby because I have missed him so much. I hung out with him last night. He's at work right now. Or no, wait, we had yesterday together. Sorry. He took off yesterday. So, I got back the night before. Anyway, I am back now, so content will be resuming soon. I know it has been a little quiet, a little cricket chirping around in Nova Gnome Creations land. But I am here. Don't worry. I am not like disappeared from the YouTube streets. I have just been having so much going on. Like I said, the second half of my stay in Michigan ended up being like none of us could have predicted how it went. And it was just a lot. It was chaotic and it was good time still, but you know, it was a lot. So I didn't make any videos, but I will be updating you guys on some stuff that I made while I was up there. I did film a community spotlight video, but I literally filmed it right before the gallbladder like chaos started. So I never actually like edited all of your guys' community spotlight submissions in and uploaded it and everything. So I will do that. And you guys are going to get a random like, hey, I'm in Michigan doing this, but I'm not actually in Michigan doing this. And then I got back and I have some mail. I'm assuming community spotlight entries. So I will be making sure that I get those featured up on the channel as soon as I can as well. So just bear with me while I get all my marbles back in their basket, you know, aka my brain, and sorting out everything. Spending a little time with my fur babies and my hubby because I missed them so much. But I will be back. And I do have that gnome tutorial that I am planning on doing, and that is going to be this coming month's Gnome of the Month because of the chaos of everything. Gnome of the Month has just been not a thing, basically, because I've just had a lot going on so far in 2024. It's been a year so far, so I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know what you guys have been up to. I'm sorry that I haven't been on here for a little bit. I do have a Facebook page, Nova Gnome Creations. If you guys ever want to follow me on there for updates when I don't necessarily post on YouTube, I do occasionally, you know, make like a little status update on my Nova Gnome Creations Facebook page. When I might not have time to make a video or, you know, edit a video or something. But yeah, so that's what I have been up to, and I will be back soon with crochet content, and getting everything all in order. So I will see you guys again real soon. I hope you have a beautiful day, and expect a video later, today. That seems like I'm in Michigan and it's going to be a community spotlight video, and that is overdue. And then next Friday's video, when I do my community spotlight, I will include any mail and things like that that I have that came in while I was gone. All right, guys, I hope you have a beautiful Friday and a great weekend. I will see you guys again real soon. Bye, guys. All right, and here begins the portion of the video where I'm going to go over like the last leg of my visit. So this was us at the hospital waiting for baby Junie to be born. This was like right after we got there, getting all settled in. And then I started to do little baby updates. So this was 6 centimeters dilated and she had just gotten her epidural. I think this was about an hour later. She was 7.5 dilated and they had broken her water. And then things started to go more quickly with these baby updates. And I finished the diaper for the rainbow cinder that I made for my nephew that he asked for while we were actually in the hospital. So I went ahead and put it on it. He had brought it with him and been carrying it around. And he loved it. He immediately tried putting a ball in it. But he absolutely loves his little rainbow cinder with her little diaper. And look at his little big bro shirt. He was so excited. And he is actually in this little update. 9 centimeters dilated, and baby was starting to get into position to come out into the world. And here is her being born. Well, I did take pictures during the process, but I won't put those in this video. But these are like fresh baby, like just barely into the world. And then here is her little welcome picture I had posted on my community tab. You guys may have seen that. But she was 7 pounds, 15 ounces. And here is the big brother. He got a little big brother sticker after the birth. Here's the doting mommy and daddy. And here is my mom, so grandma. I think she might go by mama. My nephew calls her mama, so I don't know if she'll go by that, for everybody, or if that's just what he picked. But here's me holding baby Junie. And I crouched down to introduce her to Ollie when he came into the room. He got a little pig. It was named Penelope. It was like a Thai pig. From the gift shop, and he brought it for her, and he really wanted to physically give it to her. So that was one of those things where you had to kind of explain to him it's for her, but she can't take it. Here is the daddy. This is Blake, my brother-in-law, holding Junie. And then Ollie and I went and had an Ollie and Faffy night. Faffy is what he calls me. We got McDonald's and had a sleepover, and he was so cute. Little did we know that there would be a lot more sleepovers after this one because of the gallbladder issue that I mentioned in my chatting portion of this video. But here was us having breakfast. He loves to watch little kid videos on his tablet. He wanted to try on my glasses, and he looked so cute in them. And then baby Junie came home. Well, mommy and daddy also came home. And so this is what she looked like. She's so cute. Ollie's sleeping on the couch. He looked so cute too. He had quite an eventful month. He saw I was wearing a crocheted scrunchie, and he decided he needed to wear a crocheted scrunchie, and he was very happy with it. He wore this all day. He loved it. He went around showing it to everybody. And here's some more pictures I took of Junie. I love this one. She's in one of those little sleep sacks, and she looks like she's in a little cocoon or something. Here is my brother Dom holding baby Junie. And here is Blake and Ollie holding her, having a little, daddy and son moment, kind of introducing her. He was smitten, and she looks so sweet, being taught how to gently touch her, And then here is him sitting in mommy's lap, well, kind of in her lap, and holding the baby for the first time, which he really wanted to hold her. And then this was Junie when she got to come home from the hospital. And then here is just some Ollie fun. He was hanging out in the room that I was staying in, which is actually his room, but, he sleeps with his mom and dad, so it's more just another place for his toys. But he was showing me his hats and being silly, and I thought it was really cute. Also, his little Paw Patrol, sweat set is so cute, too. But I think that one was a Winnie the Pooh hat. He was styling. And then here's a picture over at my mom's house. Ollie and Ember were both over, and we were just kind of hanging out. I believe that this was when they were actually back at the hospital at this point for the gallbladder stuff. And someone else caught that picture of us all together, and I thought it was really cute. And then here's a cute picture of Ollie when we were waking up in the morning one of the days. He is so sweet when he wakes up. He's just sweet in general. Okay. Who are you?
Me, Heidi.
Me, Ali?
Mm-hmm.
Who am I?
Me, you, Faffy.
I'm Faffy. Ollie dancing to Spider-Man songs. Heck yeah! Is that your Spider-Man dance?
Ready?
Wow, yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Whoa!
Okay, I guess it's wrong.
And for Fat Tuesday, we got some punchkis, and Ollie was loving it. This one had cream cheese filling in it. It was really good. And then this was during one of our visits to see his mom, my sister, in the hospital. The baby stayed at the hospital with her, and her hubby stayed at the hospital. This is Ollie helping me put stickers in my planner. He had to add some Paw Patrol stickers to it for me. And we decided to make a little welcome home poster board. His favorite thing is he loves to mix all the paint colors together, so you'll see a lot of similar shades. And we were just having a good time, hanging out, having some, lots of extra Ollie and Faffy time. I think this was the day that they got home, actually. We were playing with Play-Doh, waiting, because they ended up getting home pretty late, getting the run around. They were literally just waiting. They were like, oh, yeah, you can go home in the morning as long as your blood work looks good. And then they told her she had to be, let go by all 3 doctors that she had during her time there. And one of them, was never letting her go. So they ended up, calling them, and, I don't know, his assistant sent over a thing saying she could leave or something. He never even came and saw her. So she was literally there all day for no reason. Beautiful. It snowed, so of course we had to go out on the porch for a little bit and then warm up in the blankets when we came back in. This is actually Shy's pregnancy pillow that he's all cuddled up with. And then Junie finally got to come home. Everybody finally got to come home from the hospital. I had made her that hat while she was in the hospital. And then my sister gave us our Valentine's presents. She had actually missed Valentine's Day because she was in the hospital. And then we did some little crafts. Ollie and I decorated monsters, little foam monsters. But my sister was so cute. She had Valentine's Day presents for all of us. It was the cutest thing. I had made her a little crocheted headband for Valentine's Day, but I didn't go as overboard as she did, and I loved it. It was so sweet. Ollie made these ones, and I loved how he did the eyes. I felt like he really captured the quirky monster type of vibe. And we did a Paw Patrol puzzle. I helped him do it, and it was a Valentine's Day themed one. And then we got to do some of our photo shoots for Junie. There were actually a couple, but this was her Hobbit one. So we kind of put her Hobbit rug on top of her little boppy pillow for a background, and then she's wearing her little cardigan. So you guys should know if you've been around, I made the rug and the cardigan. And I think these pictures came out so cute. Oh, and I also made that Bilbo. I love this one. They had a pipe that had never even been used, and it was the perfect little prop, to replicate that scene where they're making shapes, blowing shapes with their pipes. And look how small she is next to the Bilbo plushie. So stinking cute. So this is baby Junie. And then right before I left, we went down to the water so I could see the water before I left. I've obviously been here a bajillion times, but I absolutely love large bodies of water. And I think the bridge is just such a beautiful area. This is the Blue Water Bridge. It is to Canada, from Michigan to Canada. And it's just such a beautiful area. So took some pictures there. Thought I would give you guys a little view of what it looks like there and also just enjoy it. And we actually were able to walk with all of us. They got a double stroller, so they were able to put both of them in there. And we did a nice little walk. It was pretty cold out, so it couldn't be too long. But I think it was perfect. I think it was a perfect length. And then here's us walking. It was such a beautiful day. The sun was shining, and the shadows that you see are from the bridge itself. Beautiful, beautiful. Definitely a really pretty area. And then I was trying to show you guys kind of the stuff in that area. This is, there's some Thomas Edison stuff over here because Thomas Edison lived in Michigan. He actually lived in Port Huron, which is where this is. So there's the Thomas Edison inn over there, and there's a little railroad. I think it's a little museum type thing now. And and like a statue of Thomas Edison and stuff like that. So I do have some clips of that or pictures of that in here too. But my favorite part is the water. So I was really happy that we got to make that trip down there. This was the day before I was leaving, so we just kind of squeezed it in. After she was in the hospital with her gallbladder, there was only like a week left, so it kind of just flew by. And then it was time to head home. Which, don't get me wrong, I was massively missing home, and I'm very happy to be home. It's one of those things. I was so grateful I got to go, so grateful I got to spend time with everybody. But, you know, when you leave your hubby and you leave your fur babies and you leave, you know, all of your things in your home, you definitely miss it. So I am very happy to be home also. And here was baby Junie. I think this was the day before I left. She was looking like such a little doll baby. Like, how freaking cute. And then I was trying to take pictures of Ollie's eyes because I went out on the porch to just kind of suck in some of that nice cold air before I left. And he was standing in the door and his eyes were catching the sun and they looked so pretty. But of course, being, you know, a toddler boy, he had to be all crazy when I was trying to take pictures of them. But here is some pictures from the sky on my way home. The ones with the clouds were closer to my leaving, and then these ones of the ground were closer to me landing. But it was a good flight and a great trip.